The painting is same, but artist is different. Detail different. It's always same painting.
It is one of the very old art school with the gallery conductor, sir. So here we have lots of Tibetan art, traditional art, which is painted on the cotton.
That's mandala, and that's designed by this Pakistan and if you see this one of what I do, like this squares comes up with the stupa. It's actually a 3D form of a stupa. And since like today is Saturday, that's why it's holiday. Otherwise, you could have seen the artists here painting from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And all the paintings which you can see all around, these kind of paintings are known as Thangka. Yeah, Thangka. There's something like these. These are the real 24 carats of gold. So like because of natural color and because of gold, this kind of painting lasts for generation to generation. And whereas talking about the students, they're on a learning phase, that's why they use acrylic colors and mix gold. So these kind of Thangka paintings are mostly categorized into form and different design. So this one is the first design, the modern mandala for the world piece. And the second design which you have is something like this one here, which is the traditional pattern of mandala, maybe one. And the third subject which you have is this one here. So this is known as wheel of life shown here, and that's divided into 6 real arms for life here are suffering. Like this one is type of human beings, life of hungry ghosts, life in hell, animal life, life of demigods, life of God. So all the suffering life is shown with an example here. That's totally a Buddhist philosophical painting. That's the third subject. And the fourth pattern which you have is on that called the Thangka painting, and you make it here.
And we'll just see next gallery. It's more people. Like this size?
So like I already said you in Thangka paintings, such kind of paintings are mostly categorized into form and different design. So this one is the first pattern, and the name of this is Kala Chakra Mandala. That's designed by His Holiness Dalai Lama. And whenever Dalai Lama he goes and travels to a country, he makes this kind of mandala on the land through sand powder. And the same thing I'm going to show you here in the form of a picture, like how the Dalai Lama and the monks, they make sand mandala, what they do with the sand mandala. So this particular picture, which you can see it was held in Austria, in Vienna, where the monks, they are trying to make a sand mandala in a ceremony. So he is 14 Karin Dalai Lama, doing a prayer in the ceremony along with the other monks, sketching the mandala. And whenever we make it, every time we start from center and we expand it out. And like these are the instrument to keep a sand. So the instrument is hollow. They keep sand powder inside the tube and they just tap it at traces. And even use mask, because if they respire or sneeze, the sand it make it blow away. That's why even use mask. And even use bell. So this is a very special thing which they are being using, because when they ring the bell, the sound it produces like ting. So because of sound and its vibration, while tapping at the same time, fixed quantity of sand, it falls at the right place. And these are done for more integrated work, and also it's like one type of meditation for them. Like here, Dalai Lama himself referring it. Colorful sand powder applying from the center. European monks taking part in that ceremony. And at last, the amazing thing is that it takes like 2 to 3 weeks of making beautiful sand mandala for the ceremony. And as soon as the ceremony gets finished, they just collect all the sand powder in one pot vessel like these and just throw it into the river. Like they destroy the mandala, okay? So that they want to convey the message that nothing is permanent in this world. It's like our life, like it's beautiful, precious, but one day we have to die. We have to leave this earth. And they throw it into the river so that the river, it flows to different parts of the country and world. So the blessing power that will flow towards the whole nation. That's why this particular design, it is named as World Peace Mandala, and due to Dalai Lama, it's being very famous. And when you see from in general, a mandala, it means astrological and geometric shape that represent a universe. And the meaning behind the first mandala which I showed you and this one, like the meaning was totally same. The only different thing here you could see in this mandala is that if you check each and every circles all around, you will only be able to see 5 different circles, which are only the 5 elements, but no wisdom here. And since this is the traditional way, like more of the deities are shown here as a protected god and goddesses. Otherwise, like the meaning goes in, just traditionally portrayed here. So that's it. Second, known as Wheel of Life or Samsara, or also called as Vava Chakra in Sanskrit language. So this is totally Buddhist philosophical painting So whenever you go and visit any Buddhist monasteries, outside the wall of monastery, you will definitely see this particular picture or a painting hung outside the wall. And like a giant scary, like a demon, you could see that's god of death. His name is Yama. He has 3 eyes. Yama, yes, like a Yamaraj, same thing. He has 3 eyes, 2 eyes like normal eye, and 1 future eye. So he has only got authority to look after this wheel, whereas 2 eyes like normal eye and 1 is third eye is a future eye. And the wheels here, okay, he has only got authority, and it's divided into 6 realms, like 6 parts, where all the life here are suffering. So this one is life of human beings. So talking about the human beings who are suffering from desire, like we are never satisfied with what we have. If our want is fulfilled, another arises automatically. The life of hungry ghosts down there, the hungry ghosts, they are suffering from hunger and thirst. They also consume more and more. They have got thin neck but big belly. Even though their belly are big, they are every time hungry, like full of appetite. Life in hell, bad people go to hell and punishment giving around in hell. And the animal life, they are suffering from ignorance. They don't know what is good, what is bad, because animals, they are being ignored. Life of demigods here, they are suffering from jealousy, whereas the gods are suffering from pride. For example, the demigods had planted one tree. When it grew further, it went in the size of God. Later on, when the fruits were grown up, these were consumed by gods. Now, demigods, they are feeling jealous because their fruits are consumed by gods, and gods, they think they are superior one. They're at the topmost level. So even God are also suffering. They're fighting for the fruit. So it is believed that in our life who does good karma, good thing, they dance and pray and come to heaven. But whoever does bad karma, they are nakedly pulled down to hell for punishment. And in the center, you could see 3 animals chasing each other, like biting each other's tail: pig, snake, and chicken. Where pig, it symbolizes ignorance, snake, anger, and chicken, greedy. So when these things doesn't get rid of our mind, we don't get out of the circle. That means every time we suffer in these will only. And so far, the only out of the circle is Lord Buddha himself and God of compassion, Tara. Like they are only out, otherwise everyone has to suffer in these will according to Buddhism. And you could see 12 different things here in part and outside things. So these are the daily activities which we human beings perform in our day-to-day life, from birth to death, are all shown around here. So that's about the Wheel of Life, which is the third subject. And similarly, the fourth one is the life history of Buddha. And beside such kind of individual figurative paintings, they falls under Thangka painting and we make it here.